Alrighty. Okay. I know nobody is watching, but I might as well introduce myself anyway. I am Priam Sunblade, and today we will be playing some Fate Grand Order. Or rather, at least finishing up Shimousa and moving on to Salem, hopefully. At least maybe tomorrow. But let's get started. It's been quite some time since I've played Fate Grand Order, so it'll take some time to get used to the good old stuff I'm used to. Let's see. Now I've done, well, I've played the Japanese version, so I've done most of the story fights up until I think the 4th chapter of Part 2 of Fate Grand Order. So I've done this fight before, though if you were to ask me what the fight is, yeah, I would not be able to remember. So let's just go with, you know, the classic. There's a saber, so let's just build a shit ton of archers. And of course Merlin. And we'll see how this goes. I mean, considering Musashi's here, it's most likely a duel fight or something, but here we go. Alrighty. So far so good, although I'm surprised this floor doesn't look too different from the lower ones. I mean, we're almost at the top, right? That's right. This is the 4th floor. So the only one left is the 5th and final floor. Since we haven't seen any sign of the sorcerer so far, it is safe to assume he is waiting up above. Probably, you know, final bosses are always at the top of their castle. ... Stairs, huh? I guess that goes for keeps too. What does that mean? What is it, Musashi? I was just wondering how long it had been since I climbed a flight of stairs and what world it might have been. But I guess that doesn't matter now. Not when there's another evil aura close by. That's just confusing. Like, does she not often... I mean, I guess she probably visits, you know, older timelines that don't have stairs, I suppose. I mean... How about you, Sesto? Are you alright? I'm fine. There's nothing. I'm glad to see your special resistance still works here in Shimousa, Master. Make sure you catch your breath. We don't want to find ourselves stuck between high and low ground. Stairs are best traversed in one fell swoop. Tell us when you're good to go and we'll hurry on to the next floor. For a self-proclaimed old man, your legs are in good shape. On top of that, you're not even breathing hard. Because I trained myself properly. I mean, you know, something I was like made it kind of confusing is that, like, he does not look like an old man. It's not really that surprising that you know, he's in shape. I mean, he looks like he's in shape. But yeah, he says that's because I trained myself properly. Yeah, you can tell. I don't know about other smiths, but I always forge while holding my breath. Really toughens up the lungs. Is that so? Sounds a lot like swinging a sword. Oh, not that I know there is all to know about every other style of swordsmanship, of course. So she's very modest. ... Kotaro? ... I mean, I did, but I'll choose this. Oh, please don't worry about me. I was just thinking about the enemies we're facing. The last heroic spirit swordsmaster is the Saber of Imperio. Should we assume he's waiting for us up here too? Yeah, I'm not sure who this is, actually. Is it Sasaki? I would. Can't imagine these people would be anywhere else. Otherwise, we wouldn't have run into that caster. He was a true monster. The type to bind his time and enjoy watching his prey struggle until the last moment. And he still came at us with a bunch of small fries in tow. So I'm thinking this is the safest place here. I'd agree with that. Still, there's nothing you can do now that he's dead. I mean, very true. So I say we forget all about him and move on to the keep's final... No, he's not dead. Musashi! He screams. He erased his presence so completely. I had no idea he was right behind me. I love that anime trope. He erased his presence. You know, there's like presence concealment in Fate. Like, does he have presence concealment? I mean, I think he's out in the Japanese version, so I could probably look it up. But how can he still be alive? It's just a matter of luck now. I need to turn around, draw my sword, and cut him down in a single slash, all in one motion. What's the meaning of this? Revolting. Who's this? I can barely stand to look at you. This pretty facade you wrap yourself is in nothing more than illusion to hide your true ugly nature. Gone, filth. You slew one of your own comrades? I mean, they're bad guys. Kotaro. That's kind of normal. Comrade. I have no need for such outside interference. I have never once considered that thing a comrade. At any rate, you certainly took your time getting here. Who is this? I'm not even sure. Is it Kotomine? Well, or Shiro, rather, not Kotomine. For a while I was not sure you would even get here before the world ended. Shinmen Musashi. Oh, I don't know how to say that. How did, put it again? A soul who is truly gifted at cutting human bodies apart in the most cold and efficient way possible. Yeah, I presume you were the one she most had in mind, Saber of Imperio. Everyone likes a ... A lot of silence. What an amusing description. Indeed, I do excel at cutting apart human bodies in an efficient way. That's more like an assassin than a saber. The path I walk leads not towards the Buddha. I am but a single blade that can be swung effortlessly. Oh, I know who this is. I forget his name, though. In other words, my sole purpose is killing. Yeah, it's this guy. I forget his name. My name is Yagu Tajima no Kami Mune Nori. I am the final heroic spirit swordmaster, Imperio. The one who looks down from the highest point of all the heavens. It's kind of a cool description. We're supposed to protect Shimousa, not destroy it. Is this some sort of sick joke? I'm not surprised. I have no trouble believing you'd be capable of something like this, old man. Tajima. There's only one thing I don't get. Every servant has a distinct aura to them. How did you hide yours? Simple. I am human, through and through. Oh, he's not a servant? Though I may have been given the title of heroic spirit swordmaster and lead armies of monstrous creatures, I am the same person I always was, still the same Yagyu Tajima. That explains it. A human wouldn't have a spirit origin that could go berserk. But how is that possible? Not even servants can withstand the transformation that comes from having curses karma implanted in them. There should be no way you can still be human, unless you've already come back to life. I have not. I am not a spirit returned from the dead. I am me. I have the same body, the same life as I always had. I have merely ventured off the righteous path. For that matter, collecting karma is trivial. I have gathered all the 108 Buddhist defilements. I don't know what that means. ... And here I thought you might be worthy of respect after you cut down the limbo guy. Turns out you're no better. You can try to hide it with that talisman or spells, but you still stink of blood and guts. Yes, that is what happens when one spends time around monsters, although you were the first to notice. Indeed, The irony that I was praised for protecting the people of Shimousa when my true goal was exactly the opposite is not lost to me. Nevertheless, the charade did wear. I am no actor. Leading the procession of samurai to the Toke Castle was an especially difficult challenge. Heh, it seems I now have no choice but to create my mountain of bodies and river of blood here. It was all I could do to suppress my urge to draw my blade, but in the end, you made your way here none the wiser. Isn't that right, Shinmen Musashi? Let me start by offering you my thanks. And not for humiliating myself by pretending to be an actor at my age. No, my thanks are entirely for you, Musashi. You helped me see who I really am. 6 months ago, our paths crossed by chance, followed by our blades. It was the briefest of moments, but in that short span, every bit of artifice I'd built up was stripped away. In a flash, my loyalty to Lord Iemitsu, the life I devoted to my family Shingakeru, all of it was gone. In other words, the man I once was had vanished, and all that remained was a single monstrous swordsman. I did this? He says. Then if I hadn't taunted you into drawing your sword back then, you wouldn't have ended up this way. Am I the one who pushed you into going mad? I have done nothing of the sort. I was merely stripped of one layer of artifice. I don't know how to actually say that word. I could not be more grateful. That is why I just showed you my own blade in return. You helped me see that my father passed on our outdated Shingakeru to me precisely because I had never enjoyed studying the sword. This is why I was able to push it to evolve into the Yagyu Shingakeru. Okay, I was content with that. I believed that, in the end, the way of the sword is the way of the killing, no matter how you dress it up. That there was no special meaning to be found in it, and thus no value to be sought in life. But I was wrong. It was only at this age, after dueling you, that I realized the truth. The mystique of the duel, the feeling of life and death intertwining in a single moment. The time when your mind and your opponent's mind occupy the same space. And I realized the way of the sword is actually quite fun. All of it existed to fight you, Musashi. A sorcerer appeared in the darkness and told me a woman calling herself Musashi would arrive in this world again. In which case, I had no choice but to face you once again. I have been waiting for you, Shinmen Musashi. I may have been regarded as the strongest swordsman in Edo, but only in a time of peace. In the end, such a title is utterly meaningless. As Edo Yagyu, my Otomeru can only be passed down to the ruling class. I did not pay much mind to my life before, but now, Musashi, I am extremely interested in what comes next. I was born again as a demon to answer a single question: which of our swords is stronger? That's your reason. It is. Right. In the end, that's all it comes down to. And yet, I think out of everyone here, I'm the only one who can blame old man Tajima for this, no matter how awful the things he's done may be. Lady Musashi. Of course I'm angry about it. I don't intend on showing him any mercy. That kind of evil wouldn't have flown even in the age of war. I hate what he's done too, leading monsters to slaughter innocent people, trampling on others' pride and beliefs like with Lord Inshun, and all to satisfy his own selfish desire. There's no excuse for that. But even so, I can't bring myself to blame him. After all, I'm a swordsman too. I've also pushed myself to the very limit. I too want to fight strong opponents, and push myself further by dueling with them, to someday reach a peak I can't achieve on my own. Even if I never attain ultimate mastery, I at least want to go out triumphant over the foes that are right in front of me. Musashi. I'm sorry, Sesto. I know how messed up that is, and it doesn't mean I'll let Tajima get away. But I can't help but understand how he feels. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. You must be pretty disappointed with me now, huh? I'd never be disappointed in you. Thanks, Sesto. Indeed, I could not have understood before my rebirth, but now I understand very well. You are exactly right. That is why I broke the taboo and drew my blade. No matter how I may try to remain calm and unattached, my body cries out to battle you right here and now. Though I must say, I could not believe what I saw at first. What do you mean? I never thought you would face me with only one eye. It reminds me of Mitsuyoshi more than anything. Why is his name so big? Or why are their names so big? Yagyu, Jubei, Shinjiro, Mitsuyoshi. I guess I can see that. Yeah, totally. Anyway, I'm sorry to spring this all on you so suddenly, but would you guys go on without me? I have to face this old man right here now. I don't think I'm going to let you, mostly because I already prepared my party. Even if the world is ending and there's no end of people crying, suffering, and dying, this duel to the death still comes first for me. When you live your life swinging a big knife and cutting down other people, your pride comes before anything else. So go on. No. Go! We're leaving, Kotaro. I'm afraid I don't understand how you feel, Lady Musashi, but I wish you luck. You too, Sesto. Go on. I can't leave you behind. Of course. I have to be in the fight. Huh? You can't leave me behind? Ha ha ha. And here I thought I'd proven a little trustworthy by now. No, you're right. He's strong. Exceptionally strong. Yagyu Tajima no Kami's swordsmanship has reached a godlike level. He's seen things I don't even understand. I almost certainly can't beat him on my own, especially since I've only just gotten used to fighting with one eye. If I tried, I'd be dead in an instant. I really can't put anything past you, can I, Sesto? I'll fight with you. I'm sorry I can't handle them on my own, but I'm glad you're here with me. Come, Musashi. Kakatakoi. You bet. You bet. Let's see if your fabled Yagyu Shingakeru can stand up to my crossblades. That's it. We shall never get the chance to do battle again. How fortunate that fate has brought us together. Come forth, my blood-soaked frontier. This mountain of bodies and river of blood shall serve as a stage for our battle, and consume the loser's soul upon their defeat. The Shadow Realm. Saber of Imperio is the cursed name of my blade. The true name of my soul, Yagyu Tajima no Kamimune Nori. Show me your sword, Shinmen Musashi. Our final battle is upon us. Let's do this! Woo! Okay, now to fight, can actually fight. I mean, again, I've done this fight before in the Japanese version, but I do not remember how it goes, so I mean, it should be easy enough, I imagine. The only fight that I actually remember being difficult besides the earlier fights, the fights to come, would be the last fight against Kotomine Shiro. Or Amakusa-shiro, I suppose. I really wish this would get animated. This chapter would be so good with the great sword fights, but they are still stuck on part 1 at this point. So 3 bars. He removes buffs and he's immune to mental debuffs. Okay. I mean, let's just stack Saber's MP and try to burst him, I guess. Or not Saber, I suppose. Altria, or however you fucking say it in English. I don't understand why they went with this localization. Like, Arturia sounds way cooler than Altria? I don't know how to say that. I didn't realize he had evasion. Oops. I think this is one of the fights where you have to have Musashi in the front, which is annoying. Like, she just like... I should have taken that command code that lets you switch your party. Or is it called? Mystic code, not command code. Come on, hits. Thank you. I can't do a full chain. I guess I'll just do a brave chain and hope, I'm actually gonna buff Merlin so he has healing. Okay, let's just do the good old invulnerability and just use Rhinoceros heal. The brave chains. So far, so good, I think. I don't know what his noble fan. I think it's single target, isn't it? Yeah, I remember this. It looks pretty cool. She's dead. I probably should have used. Oh no, wait, she's invulnerable. I forgot. Never mind. I mean, Musashi dying would be better for me probably. So. Oh shit! You remove Merlin's buffs. Merlin's gonna die. Oh no. Okay, Musashi, could you please die for me? I think Saber's brave, well, yeah, Saber's 100% gonna break it. I hope it doesn't like give him like full Noble Phantasm or something. It's kind of annoying doing a fight for the first time and you finding out that like you break their first health bar and they like just unload on you when you're not expecting it. Okay, definitely overkill. At least I have my Noble Phantasm. Okay, what does he get? Another attack buff. Arts buff. Musashi's dead. Merlin! Uh-oh. Well, it should still be fine, I think. So what's this do? Increases attack, unremovable, okay. I mean, since Musashi's gonna die, I might as well just use her MP. I'm not going to make her invulnerable because it's just a fucking waste. Or, I mean, I guess she absorbs an attack. Might as well. Let's just do this. I mean, I guess for dramatic reasons I should keep Musashi alive, right? This is their duel. It's not the duel of her, of Mune Mori, you know, destroying her and the master from the future. doing the work for her. But she's probably gonna die this turn. Let's just do another brave chain.
Taldia.
I really love the archer form of Saber. She generates MP so easily. Okay, this might be an issue. Let's see. I guess... Well, it's single target, so I can like RNG it, but I'm going to do this because I can't let her die. And I might as well do this for Ryan too. Let's just do defensive debuff. Maybe he can survive an attack if he gets hit. And I guess I'll just do MP chain. Not MP chain, Arch chain. Who is he attacking? Emiya! Will he survive? I don't think he's gonna survive. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. And this is still winnable, I think. Who's my last one? David, okay. He can do immunities too, or evasion. Right? I think it's a skill. Yeah. Another MP chain. Let's just do an attack buff. Is this AoE? No. I think this should it finish him? I'm not sure. Or this health bar? No. No, let's see. No. Ryan? And yeah, no. This is getting a bit dicey. Yeah, he's definitely gonna pop next turn, and as long as he doesn't like one-shot Orion, this should be fine. I'm afraid of like not. Like I want Orion to get her MP, but like if I do this, Art's too quick. I don't think that's gonna break his health bar. So I guess I'll do this. Ah, damn it, crit. Okay, so about another 200,000. Oh, what's that? What is this? I might wipe actually. Decreases normal attack effectiveness, so I have to use MP. Okay. How much does this drain? That's really annoying. It's just decrease MP demerit, and that's it. So it's a 10% or more than that. I think it's more than that. I think I'm still fine. As long as he didn't like generate Noble Phantasm randomly. Because I'll be able to evade. So let's see. I don't know if Orion and Saber's MP will be enough to kill him though. Might have to do a third one. Yeah, it should be enough. Oh shit. I think it's still winnable even if he hits Orion. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Really? Goodbye. I think it's still winnable because I just need to get Saber's MP up again. That's definitely doable. Really? No arts. Oh, so it's like less than... Or was that 10? I don't know. Okay, David. Maybe he can get his MP off this single arch chain. I don't know what his gen's like. It's definitely not... Yeah, he's like a very early servant, so... Longer than Noble Phantasm generations, like shit. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay. Let's just do that for good measure. If it hasn't been hit once. And let's do a chain. Hopefully this is enough to kill him. They don't have any buffs on me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why does she do damage? That normal attacks in effect. Oh dear. I mean, it's still winnable, right? As long as he doesn't... What's this do? Reduces ally skill cooldown. Reduce one ally debuffs. Okay. Definitely winnable. I just got to, hope he does not kill Saber this turn, or gets Noble Phantasm and then kill Saber. Okay, I win. Let's end this. We will end the legendary duel between swordsmen with a girl in a swimsuit, shooting him with a water gun. Gotta love fate. Coupon level up. Was useless. Any attempt in trying to read your next move was completely futile. The essence of my Niten Ichiru lies in adapting to hundreds, thousands of possibilities. But if my opponent stays one step ahead of all of them, there is nothing it can do. To defeat your Suigetsu, I'd enter the realm of gods myself. I defined the one right answer that lay behind every possibility. In other words, I just slashed through the unbreakable heavens themselves. I call it Gengo Bato Ishana Dai Tensho. Ooh, she like invented a new move just to fight him. I am indebted to you, Tajima no Kami. Thanks to you, I awakened my ultimate technique. Yeah. Is this you showing mercy to your opponent? Regretfully, it seems my skill was insufficient to reach you. Not at all. I couldn't have beaten you alone. Your swordsmanship was divine in the truest sense of the word. I doubt you'll end up going to paradise, but just in case you do, give Lord Inshun my regards. Very well. Ah, I feel much better. Hee 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 hee. Why does he laugh like that? Cursed Mitsuyoshi. So this is how you felt whenever you swung your sword. I don't know who this person is. No wonder you improved at such an incredible rate. How infuriating. You may not wish to hear this from me, but I'm afraid I shall say it anyway. Shinmen Musashi, Master of Kalda. Is that how you pronounce it, by the way? Is it Chalda or Kalda? Pronunciation.
Chaldea.
Chaldea. Master of Chaldea. This was the most enjoyable duel I've ever experienced. I win, Saber of Imperio. Okay. Cool. I don't think I even own her on this version. I do own the Japanese. I am going to be right back. I'm not sure if anyone's watching me. I just say there's one viewer, but I assume it might be a bot. I will be right back, Mr. Bot. I will talk to you soon. Give me 5 minutes. I have returned, my bot friend, with some pumpkin spiced whiskey. So, are you ready to keep going, Mr. Bot? Let's do it. Oh, I should probably... There we go. Now we're against an Avenger. I assume this is, Makusa Shiro? I don't know how to pronounce his name. And I remember this fight's pretty hard, so this might be somewhat difficult. Do I have to bring Musashi? I do not, though she is, like, pretty geared out right now. I mean, let's just go to, like, the bullshit, like, double Merlin comp, because I don't really know what I'm up against. I don't remember if the singularity buff is, like, bond, or is it just, like, I know a few of the singularity buffs have been, like, damage increases. I think this is just bond, though, for Epic of Remnant, right? So it doesn't really matter who I choose. Who's good against Avengers again? It's been so long. Moon Cancer? Oh yeah, I think I remember in the Japanese version I used BB, like multiple BBs to beat him. But yeah, I also have... She's not max though. Oops. What's her skills? Okay. Yeah, why can't I just bring my Japanese team? This would be so much easier. Let's see. I mean, I could just try a double BB. I could go Tamamo. I have Tamamo, right? Yeah, okay. Double Tamamo? I mean, might as well try. Let's see how it works. Double Tamamo. And then my backline. I mean, I'll just go BB again. Even though our skills are shit. I don't know how these... Actually, I'll go Merlin. Or actually Waver is better in a comp like this. Like if BB dies, I'm fucked basically. No, maybe I should go double BB instead of double Tamamo. I don't know, who cares? I'll just see what happens. Who else? Oops, not you, Fran. Yeah, I'll just go this. And we'll see what happens. Now, I don't know about craft essences. I mean, I'll just fucking throw a 20-30 on him. If I have one. See, that's the problem. Like, I don't even remember what I have. I know in, like, the Japanese version I have, like, so many, but... Like, I was a whale in the Japanese. In the English, not so much. It looks like I only have two 20-30s. Fuck. Okay, let's just, I don't even remember what half these Noble Phantasms do. This is a Buster one, yeah. You know what, fuck it. Let's just go cocky, and you can carry the Bond one. Where's that? I can't even use it. You can carry this one. There we go, I'm a cocky bastard. And let's go with an actual useful Mystic Code here. Though I do want experience still, so... Let's just go with that one. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die, but we'll see. The time is at hand. In a few minutes, Toke Castle will become a castle of Edo. A manifestation of the impure land, ready to curse all that Tokugawa hold dear. Even the master of... Even the master of... Chaldea. Even the master of Chaldea that Lord Satan was so afraid of has turned out to be no threat at all. What do you mean, bro? Like, I've just defeated everyone except you. Now then, are you ready to die, Kiyohime? Huh? Who are you people? What a great view. The weather was nicer. I bet I could see all the way to Mount Fuji from here. Lord Muramasa, the princess is safe. Are you too with Lady Musashi and Lord Sesto? I feel so sorry for Kiyohime for voicing her like that, but... Yes, we are. Everything will be okay now, princess. Why are you here, you cretins? You mean you can't figure it out? We're here to take down the mastermind behind this whole mess. That's kind of what we do. By the way, we've never met before, have we? Of course not. What's your name, Mastermind? I like to know who I'm going to kill before I get to killing him. I believe this man's name is Amakusa Shiro Tokizada. Huh? Oh, so you know my face, Fuma Kotoro. Then you must have seen the Amakusa Shiro's heroic spirit in the correct history. No, on second thought, there's no sense asking. If my heroic spirit would stand with humanity, he and I are nothing alike. To think that he would meekly sidle into his spot at the throne of heroes instead of burning with fury after undergoing the hell that was Shimabara. What a joke. If you think that's funny, laugh all you like. You're far from the only heroic spirit that burns with fury. I mean, true. I mean, a lot of them would agree. Surely you know that from the heroic spirit swords masters you led. But then I guess you could never understand. Now I see. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? I finally figured out why I was summoned to this version of Shimousa. It's all your fault, Amakusa. You got so much baggage that you ended up becoming a world crosser, or a mobile singularity, or whatever they called it. Huh? Now you pose a threat to the entire world. So either the world itself, or the counterforce, or... Ugh, this is such a pain. I still don't really get it myself. For one thing, I thought the counterforce, or a heroic spirit chosen as a guardian or whatever, was supposed to have a personality, unlike a servitor wasn't supposed to. I don't know much about alternate timelines or parallel worlds, so I'll leave that stuff for later. Amakusa, I'm here to cut you down. So at last you realize your role to play, Senji Muramasa. Indeed, the counterforce does reach this far, even though this world is not a singularity. That is why you are the one who the world chose to summon here. If you'd remained at your hermitage, wasting your life in peace, I would have left you alone until this world ended. What a fool you are to come to this far just to throw your life away. My body has long since surpassed the limits of humanity. It is now equal to the heroic spirit sword masters. If you think that pathetic little knife you've got there can cut me down, Muramasa, you are sorely mistaken. I already know you're no longer human. Oh shit, bro, you're like the mastermind, you're not a human. But I don't care whether you're alive or undead. The only thing you got inside you now is suffering and anger. You're just a vengeful ghost in human form. You threaten the whole world just by being here. Give that caster a good run for his money. Onui and Tasuke are going to grow up in this world. It's not yours to play around with. Ha 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 ha. My evil laughter. Oh, but I will play with it, and I will destroy every Tokugawa. In every world, in every existence. The chronicle theoretical phenomenon. Nice name. Proper humanity, the correct human history. Once I have destroyed this world, I will swallow them up in the rest of your worlds, too. Satan calls to me. He guides me. No more talk. It is no use. Look that way. Really? That you're... It is no use. None whatsoever. Muda. Now what's going on here? I'm disappointed in you, Senji Muramasa. Since the counterforce summoned you, I would have thought you'd have the means to defeat me. But it seems I overestimated you. Wonderful. Now I truly have nothing to fear. You two second-rate heroic spirits are all that stand in my way. Actually, there's a couple downstairs. Be honored, for I shall bury you my... Be honored, for I shall bury you my... What does that even mean? I feel like they translated that wrong. Be honored, for I shall bury you my... What would fill... Bury you my... There's no way that would make any sense, no matter what's after that. What? I believe you meant 2 first-rate heroic spirits, 1 first-rate class master, and 1 certified swordsman. So you're the sorcerer I've heard so much about. It's about time we met face to face. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I see. So Imperio has fallen. That fool. He would have never lost if he had truly embraced Lucifer, the grand Satan himself, and devoted himself fully to serving him. I suppose there is only so far a man of Edo can go. In the end, he was nothing more than a Philistine, not even fit to join the rest of the rabble. Philistine? What does Philistine mean? You think a man with swordsmanship like his was a Philistine? So that's how you really feel, huh? I guess a snake who crawls in the gutters can never truly understand how it feels for a bird to soar. Wow, that's kind of a nice metaphor. Even though he chose to side with stagnation, he never let it sully him or lost what was truly precious. Even though he chose to become an evil Oni, his pride for his swordsmanship never wavered. Calling him heroic spirit swordmaster says far more about you than it does about him. He was a true master of the sword. He achieved a level that even surpassed my father. So shut your mouth, you damned ghost. You can't even hope to understand how great Lord Yagyu... Okay, Musashi, he was a pretty cool swordsman, but he also did a bad shit. So I don't know if you should praise him that much. If you truly hated this world, you would just be killing people instead of transforming them into monsters. That's not an act of anger, it's envy. You have no right to speak of things like that anywhere, let alone on a keep built for governing people. I like how they're grinning, yeah, Musashi. Tell him. You certainly do yap. A lot for someone who disgraced himself at Shimabara. But then I suppose that was a different Musashi. Shinmen Musashi. I see you're every bit of the swordsman I heard you were. Most who dedicate themselves to the sword are fools who cast aside everything else to master it. But not you. No ordinary stick-waving swordsman could speak of heaven and earth. Only one who has achieved everything can speak in ultimate truth. And my throat's dry for talking so much. You have learned much over your quest to master every martial art and deadly sword strike. Heh, you may have been my enemy, but I commend you nonetheless. How truly admirable. Why are you smiling about that? Don't tell you actually pity me. You do. You could never have faced me if you were aware of what you have done. You called me a ghost, Musashi. I could say the same exactly of you. I have indeed crossed between many worlds seeking my revenge and lost my humanity even as I remained human. But the same is true of you. I do not know why you began traveling across worlds, nor do I care. The fact remains that you have lost your humanity as well. You are nothing more than a monster who no longer has the right to call herself human. Surely, even you must have realized that no one truly has need of you. Of course not. You are merely a drifter, an unwanted outsider in every world you visit. I can see from your expression that you hope to return to your own world someday. That will never happen, because you'll die. But it's not because you lost sight of your way home, Musashi. Ordinarily, those like us who fall into another world are sent back to our own through each world's innate restorative power. But in your case, you simply fell into yet another world. That can only mean one thing. Her world rejected her. You do not lose sight of the way home. Your world as you knew it is gone. Okay, that's a different one. You have no home there. No one who remembers you. Your very existence has been erased. That is your true identity, Shinmen Musashi. Like me, you are a ghost reviled by the world. I'm just gonna be right back, Mr. Bot. I have to get a drink. Okay, I'm back. Dot dot dot. He doesn't know what he's talking about, Musashi. Thank you, Sesto. Now that you mention it, I guess you and I are like two peas in a pod. Where did you learn that phrase, Musashi? You're right, it is strange. You can't travel across worlds and still call yourself human. What are you saying, Lady Musashi? That's not true. That's not true at all. You're the one who said all that matters is who you choose to be. That's still true whether or not you have a home to return to. You bet it is. That's why it isn't bothering me. Doesn't matter one damn bit to me. Doesn't matter, you say. Nope. You may have gone around crossing worlds out of hate, but I do it out of a desire to be free. I do still look for a way back home, but it's not that important. I can stop whenever I want. But I guess I'd be lying if I didn't say it didn't really hurt to hear my way back is gone, but that doesn't matter now. Even if the world does see us the same way, that doesn't mean I'm about to let you get away with this. Sorry to go on for so long, Lord Muramasa, Sesto. But don't worry about me. I'm always in good spirits, so let's just focus on giving this guy what's coming to him. All the world crossing you've done and the best you can do is an act of evil built upon your grudge and resentment. There's not a trace of honor in that. I mean, he's a bad guy, dude. This is going to be our last grand battle. I will cut you down and stop you. Lord Kotaro, Lord Muramasa, and Sesto, my trusted partner from a faraway world. This is the last Swordmaster duel we'll have to fight. Would you do the honors? Let this final Swordmaster duel begin! I mean, it's not the last one. I think this fight's pretty hard, though. Or maybe it's the next one, I don't know. I mean, this might be like a fight where the battle ends early once you like break his bar or something. This looks familiar. Okay, let's do it. Let's just, you know, I don't have any immunities, I just realized. And his MP is AoE. This might be bad. I'm not sure if this is the version of Tamamo that has the MP. The MP, like, was it damage increase on one of her skills? Yeah, I think maybe that's like a strengthening I haven't done yet. Fuck. Might as well just spam all my skills. I might be able to like prevent him from ever using his MP if I MP's chain. Assuming he doesn't have like a gen ability, which he does actually, because I think the servant version of him has a Noble Phantasm gain ability, like charge. I'm not sure. Might have to spam the heals too, because. Miko! This is gonna be a long ass fight. I mean, once I get the MP chain started, it should be pretty good, I think. What's this do? Removes invincibility, chance to inflict stun. Removes debuffs, restores health. Might as well do that. Okay. Yeah, let's just MP chain. I think Tamamo's like both in the Japanese and English version. She's one of like the first 5 stars I rolled. Like I rolled her originally when she first came out in both versions, I think. So she's always stuck with me and been pretty reliable since you can stall out a lot of shit. I mean, originally I used her with Vlad, which was like really nice early game combo. Let's see. So it's just MP chain and which one? Okay, that's the support one. I'll just do her. I don't remember specifically what BB or what time MMO's like. I forget what it's called, where you like put the Noble Phantasm second. It gives you some benefits. I don't know what time MMO's does. It's either more healing or probably more healing, I imagine. I don't know how much this heals, I forget. Okay, MP gain 2. Yeah, I should be able to stall this 100%, as long as he doesn't like gain full MP. Train your stuff, let's spam skills because we'll get more skill done. Better skill, cooldown reduction. I mean, I could stun him too, but yeah, I might do it. Or not stun him, but use this. Did they ever implement Noble Phantasm skip? I know it's been like such a requested feature, but they've always been like against that, considering how like important Noble Phantasms are to Fate. Which makes sense, but like especially for like 3-turning experience dailies and stuff, you could really use, you know, Noble Phantasm skips. Drain his MP. What's this do again? I'll just heal myself. And then might as well just do this as well. I mean, I could stack them, but yeah, fuck it, I'll stack. This is much easier than I thought it would be. I remember like struggling in the Japanese version. Like nearly full MP again. Damn, he's really like stacking that shit. Okay, it might get dangerous soon. I need more Noble Phantasms. Really unlucky that I didn't get BB's art card there. Alright, I mean things are still doing decent. Has he been increasing his Noble Phantasm? I do not even remember. Because if he does, he might get it this turn. Should I stun him? Yeah, I'll take the risk. I can always like reboot the game, right? In case I'm wrong. Alright, suppose we'll see now. Really? That's 17k? No. No! Uh-oh. 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 Should I rage quit? I mean, he's low, right? I should be able to do it even if they'd all die here. Oh, yeah. Does it do more damage than that? Is that it? I mean, I guess it did kill Tamamo, but... And the other Tamamo. But BB's still alive, so this is definitely doable. I shouldn't have fucked up there because I could have stunned him. Granted, he would have just done that the next turn anyway, but... I mean... Yeah, I'm just do defensive debuff for now. And, fully stack the Noble Phantasms. This better break his bar. Okay, good. Good job, Merlin. And I can just do attack buffs to get Noble Phantasm again. Might as well heal myself as well. Attack. What do I offer the cards? Can I just do a reroll here? Yeah, that's a bit better. Might as well just do crit buff too. I mean, I could save it, but... You know, actually, I'm just gonna do an Arts Chain. BB Chanulu. Yeah, this is done pretty much. Oh, I mean, I say it's easy, but I also have like one of the 3 most overpowered servants of Merlin, Waver, and Tamamo, so... I mean, these days there's like more overpowered servants like Scatty and stuff, but they're like the classic OGs casters. They're like so strong. Let's just fucking stun him. Oh, it worked. And it's crit buff. I don't know why I did that because I'm just gonna Waver. I'll just save my Waver MP, I guess, in case I have to use it. And I could probably just kill him with like a single Brave Chain. Let's go for the style. Let's just do Merl or Waver, and yeah, we'll end it like this. It's over. Whoa, that was so hard. We did it, guys. Me and you, Mr. Bot, we did it. Thanks for joining me in this great battle of epic proportions. I'm probably gonna call it here after, well, after the dialogue. You foolish little girl. Can you not see that this is meaningless? Very well. No more games. Ordinarily, I would not use this spell on the likes of you, but you have pushed my patience to its limits. You said my plan is an act of envy, or of resentment. Let me show you firsthand what sort of hell gave birth to that resentment. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, Lord Sesto, get back! Too slow by half, you scoundrels. Far too slow for a would-be guardian or assassin. Now you shall experience my anguish for yourselves. Reality Marble, the hell of Shimabara. As Noble Phantasm. I mean, I know it's not the regular one, but... Oh, is this the cool moment where Muramasa cuts the thing in two? Oh my god, everything's on fire. What is this place? What is this? It's so dim I can barely see anything. Everywhere I look, it's nothing but haze and fire. This must be a reality marble, an enclosed space the sorcerer created himself. I can't see of any of you, but I can sense your presence. Please stay where you are. This air is highly poisonous. If you aren't careful, a mere breath could burn your lungs to ash. Damn it. There's nothing here for me to cut. Lady Ganon's protection won't help me here. This world is completely closed off, or rather, this is that sorcerer's original world. I may have lost mine, but he must have engraved his world in his soul this whole time. So, lore. Amakusa Shiro, I do remember, is a sort of Christian figure in Japanese history. And I believe he was during a time in which Christians were prosecuted in Japan. And if I recall correctly, basically his origin, or he's kind of like a martyr figure, where I believe he was protecting, or he had gathered a bunch of Christians together to like keep them safe, and their keep or like city or whatever got raided, and they were all, you know, slaughtered, or something like that. And these days he's sort of seen as, like, of course, like a martyr figure, as I said, given that he, well, was a Christian figure in a time of prosecution. And Japan is, well, not completely, but has mostly moved towards Christianity as like the primary religion besides Buddhism and Shinto. So that's why we're seeing a picture scroll of the hell that was Shimabara being the city that got, you know, slaughtered. I thought this looked familiar. So this was your own hell on earth, Shimabara. Indeed. I trust you can hear me, Senji Muramasa. This domain is the very heart of my fury. It does not suffer any living person to survive. What's more, my reality marble has no exit. It is naught but wave upon wave of hellish suffering and resentment. Now dash yourselves upon its shores like so much foam. Apologize to those of us who suffered here before you break upon its waves. Rejoice and hear the gospel that appeared before my eyes. Oro and Riendo Castle is now fully powered and ready to receive its sacrifice. I can see the sky melting down. It is greater than any I could ever imagined. Beautiful. So this is the end of the world. The gift Lord Satan has bestowed upon me. I have waited so long for this moment. At last my endless wandering has been rewarded. It is a miracle that this scenery has finally spread to reality. No one can stop this now. No one. Your castle's pretty much done, huh? You should have kept that to yourself, sorcerer. Is this it? Emiya? It's Emiya. It's Emiya. Grandpa? Muramasa? That's right. I don't have any idea where any of you are, so just keep your trap shut for a moment. At long last, it's time to do what I was brought here to do in the first place. You think there's nothing any of us can do to stop this now? You're a fool. Of course there is. Though I'm not Jubei, the invincible swordmaster, though I'm not Hanzo, the great spy master, though I'm not Abe no Seimei, like your so-called caster, though I am nothing more than a swordsmith, why was it that I was summoned? God, I'm running chills, kinda cool. You could never figure it out, and so you have lost. I once sought to forge the ultimate blade. Not one that cuts through flesh, bone, or the living. I sought a blade that terminates enmity. A blade that severs bonds, severs certainty, severs karma. That is to say, to be free of one's fate. Oh my god, this is cool. Uncountable years of toil to reach this place, forging thousands of swords to create a barrow of blades. Many paths converge here, enduring desires flow here. Unjust deaths gather here. My whole life has been for this single swing. The heart of the blade is here. Accept this blow for my Sumukari Muramasa. Sumakari! Sword that emerged from the tail of Yamata no Orochi in the ancient age of gods? Now I see. Mochizuke Chiyome, Shuten Doji. So my Juiset sorcery was always fated to end this way. Gah. Oh damn. Damn. But how? How did your sword reach me from within my reality marble? Because your Oriendo castle shares part of its name with Edo Castle. Haven't you heard? The demon blade Muramasa is said to be the Tokugawa's downfall. In the end, your own plot doomed itself. If you hadn't redeemed your own castle's name with theirs, you might have succeeded. Really, this naming? It's not even like... That's it? The name? Ah. Oh damn. What is this? How could a mere metal blade pierce my heart? It's a kunai, a souvenir from Pariso. You're going to disappear along with all the hate and suffering everyone you turned into a heroic spirit swordmaster. You may look like the Amakusa Shiro Tokisada, I know, but you are twisted beyond recognition. It's time for you to die and apologize to everyone you've wronged. I cannot believe I die, that my great work ends at the hands of a little ninja boy. Arg, I'm a pirate. Retribution. I'm surprised Kotaro gets the kill. I guess here's his mother thing. So the whole place is on fire now, huh? I guess the castle started to fall apart after it died. Where are Sesto and Musashi? They must be on the other side of the keep. They'll just have to escape on their own then. I'm sure they'll manage with Musashi around. Kotaro, get the princess and jump clear of the castle down to street level. She'll breathe in too much smoke if you take the stairs. Maybe you can handle it, but a human sure can't. Hurry. Right away. Come on, Lord Muramasa. You need to hurry too. I know. I guess this wraps everything up. Hopefully the others manage to get away. Well, looks like my time has come. Lord Muramasa, that light. Don't tell me your ether is collapsing. Ether? I use the Sumukari in a body that isn't divine. Of course I'm gonna fall apart. But I did what I was put here to do. Shouldn't be a problem with me checking out a little early, right? Can't say I'm going out with no regrets, though. I swear, those kids were a handful. Making katana is no different from raising kids. What an idiot I was, reaching a divine level of swordsmithing back when I was still alive. Muramasa. I won't see you for like 2 years when you come to North America. Alright, I only did 2 missions, but that is going to be it for me. So, Mr. Bot, if you are a bot and not a person, I mean, if you are a person, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, so feel free to check in. If you're a bot, I mean, feel free to check in again tomorrow as well, at the same time. So, I suppose that is it for me. I will be ending it here. So you all have a nice night.